Hey guys, Stephen Tony here, and I am back with a new video. And as you can partially see, I am back in my fall, winter, early spring house. I was prepping to move back in over the previous weekend, and that's why I didn't have a video then. But I am back now and ready to gear up for some new stuff. And I thought for this week I would talk about some of my favorite foreign language film performances, and that will include Americans who acted in films in, like, say, Italy, France, etc., etc. So yes, and these will all be the original language format, like ones. So yes. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I wanted to start with this one here, The Case of the Scorpion's Tail. And for me, this had the best performance of the Uruguayan Italian actor George Hilton. Saw this a long while back, but I remember being floored by Hilton's performance, especially near the climax where you kind of learn what was really going on. Yeah, a very incredible performance from him. I know some people think he kind of hems up his performances, but he really like reined himself in with this performance. He was really excellent. Yeah, I love my murder mystery stories, and this one about the death of a rich guy, and then the subsequent deaths of his widow, of his mistress, etc., etc., and very puzzling investigation that ensues from it all. Hilton in his role was just excellent. I really enjoyed that, and that is the first one. And next is Lino Ventura in his first film for Jean-Pierre Melville, Le Deuxième Souffle, or Second Breath, or Second Wind, as it's called in the disc's subtitle translation of the title. Basically, Ventura plays Gumanda, a career criminal who escapes from jail and tragically tries to make an escape with his sister on this boat. And of course, the heist that goes wrong as he attempts to earn enough money for him and his sister to live on abroad. I've seen quite a few films with Lino Ventura, and this for me is his quintessential one. His character of Gumanda is sort of a throwback to the noir-style characters played by guys like Humphrey Bogart, Robert Mitchum, Robert Ryan, Dana Andrews, John Garfield, etc. Yeah, the tragic figure gangster who's not entirely all bad, is somewhat morally ambiguous, but still has a code of ethics, a code of honor, and a complete hatred for anybody who breaks what he sees as an honorable code, and what have you. I really dig his performance in this film. I mean, everybody in the cast. Himself, Paul Maurice, Marcel Bozzuffi, Raymond Pellegrin, and a few others were good, but Ventura just steals the show as the quintessential tragic gangster. Yeah, really solid performance here, and that is, of course, Second Breath. Okay, and next is sort of a twofer. I really couldn't pick solely, and these are my two favorite Catherine Deneuve performances: The Umbrellas of Cherbourg and Tristana. I already mentioned both of these in my Catherine Deneuve collection video, but yeah, these are just very quintessential for me. Cherbourg being the first film I really saw with Deneuve, and Tristana really proving herself well as an actress. Just two quintessential performances in my opinion. And next is That Man from Rio, starring the late great Jean-Paul Belmondo. I do like a few of his other films really highly as well, but for me, That Man from Rio was Belmondo at his most energetic, his most enjoyable, and his most funny. He basically plays, I believe, a naval guy or an army guy on pass, and he's visiting his girlfriend, who's this archaeologist assistant, and she ends up being kidnapped because she apparently knows something about this hidden treasure someplace, and Belmondo basically goes AWOL in order to try to find her, and they end up in this jungle, in this very Indiana Jones inspiring adventure. In fact, there was a couple of elements that I'm pretty sure were an influence on George Lucas and Raiders especially. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. Belmondo is the old summit mix of a leading man, tough guy, and funny guy all in one. I love this film to bits. Haven't seen it in a long time, but I did remember loving it. So yes, that is my favorite Belmondo role. Okay, and now segueing from Belmondo to the recently and sadly passed Alain Delon. Yes, these are two of my favorites of his. While I do enjoy him immensely in Les Secrets Rouges and a few other films, these two performances here are him at his quintessential best. Purple Noon, he plays the suave and handsome Tom Ripley, who it turns out is this nut job psychotic criminal who murders his best friend, steals his identity, and tries to get with the gal his friend was gonna marry. Delon playing this handsome guy who has this real evil streak underneath him. Very tour de force, very memorable, and a fine mixture on Delon's part of being suave and handsome, but also creepy on some level too. Um, and of course, he has a career making turn in his debut film for Jean-Pierre Melville as the cold assassin Jeff Costello in Les Samurai. I don't know why, but for a lot of years I avoided this film, and then finally I sat down and watched it and loved it, and I was like, why in the hell did I ever try avoiding this? So yes, yeah, I mean, he's still handsome in this, but he's got that cold, stone cold stare in it, those icy blue eyes, that expressionless face. Yeah, and the ultimate poker face too, because you can never tell what he's thinking in the film. Yeah, just again, tour de force, iconic. And yeah, I will be upgrading to the 4K Blu-ray combo from Criterion when like that comes out soon. I actually, for some reason, didn't pick up the first Blu-ray run for some reason, but I'll rectify that soon. Yeah, and that's my two Jalon picks. Rest in peace, Alon. Okay, and now on to some American roles in foreign films, and the first one I wanted to go with is Salvatore Giuliano, and the actor in question is let me see if he has a picture in here. No, but I don't think you can make him out. But there is the U.S. Born actor Frank Wolf, who was initially working for Roger Corman, and then while out in Italy filming Atlas, he was spotted by Francesca Rosi, who asked him to play Salvatore Giuliano's traitor friend slash cousin, Gaspar Pisciotta, and that's of course led to his long-standing career in Italy, where he was a familiar face in the spaghetti western genre. But that was his first Italian language film, and while he doesn't get much time to act in the first 40 some odd minutes, when he ends up shooting and killing Giuliano, his performance really kicks in, and he is fabulous. Rosie, who was normally known for casting on non-professionals in his film, did write casting Wolf as a Pisciotta, because Pisciotta is a really complex person, and I doubt that you could have gotten a naturalistically good performance out of a non-pro. So it was really wise, again on Rosie's part, to cast Wolf, and he's amazing in this film. I haven't heard too many people talk about this, but I've always loved it. Got me into Rosie, and his films. and yeah, just a very stellar film and a good performance from Frank Wolf. And continuing with Rosie, he casted Rod Steiger in the Dust film. Hands over the city, about the power struggle between a right-wing architect and a left-wing politician, as they, talk about culpability in this accident involving a huge building collapsing, and a few people, getting hurt. Yeah, more of a politically charged film. Rosie doesn't go overboard here, and Rod Steiger as the builder who's kind of caught up, in all this, and again, a morally ambiguous character, but he is shown as having some, positive traits. Yeah, a very less talked about Steiger role, which he is just excellent, and yeah, good film, Okay, and now for some other stuff here. But yeah, I have a trio of films. Oh, let's see, that feature both Toshiro Mifune and Tetsuya excuse me, Nakadai. Yeah, and the first, of course, is Yojimbo. Both of these guys are excellent, in this film. Mifune, the like wandering and unscrupulous, but at the same time honorable in his own way. I like Ronin, samurai, and of course Nakade as the crazy-eyed, like baddie of the like the villains Mifune has to take on. I don't need to go too much into like this film. It's a classic. I'm sure plenty of you have seen it. And next is the modern era crime drama High and Low, based off of based off of a novel by Ed McBain, about a shoe company tycoon boss, whose son is thought to be kidnapped, and then it ends up being the chauffeur's son, and the tension as he and the leading detective try to get the boy back, and also try to prevent the killer from escaping, and also an attempt to try to save the boss's company, which his enemies are threatening to take over. Really exceptional film, and really exceptional performances by Mifune as the shoe guy owner, and Nakadai as the like lighting cop. Yeah, I'm a very compelling film, and a very I like hard tugging film as well. I mean, everybody gives their all in this film. Yeah, and to close this one out, Nakadai's starring role in Kill, where he plays a very Mifune-esque wandering samurai, and he is just fabulous in this film. And Nakadai, I thought for years he could only play the, like bad guy, or the very troubled guy, or the like just plain stoic guy, and he just steals that show greatly. As a very animated, a very funny, but also a very complex and a deep thought guy, like looking for his own sort of a redemption. Yeah, great film. Great film. If you haven't seen it, and a fine performance from Nakadai, and that is these three fellas. And next are two more like female performances, and that is like Michelle, and that is Michelle Mercier as Maria Kane in Cemetery Without Crosses, and Neves Navarro as Dolores in The Pistol for Ringo. I've talked about these films a couple of times previously, so I don't really need to go in too much more. Just that I really like both of these ladies in these films. So yes, and to close it out with two two more American actor performances, and that is Martin Balsam in a Confessions of a Police Captain, and James Wedmore in High Crime. Both excellent, solid performances. Balsam as the police commissioner, uncertain if he can still go by the rules to fight crime, and has to probably go rogue in order to fix things. And of course, Wedmore in a kind of similar role, but he is like uncertain if he should present evidence that could lead to very higher up, and very powerful people being exposed, and maybe wanting to take revenge on him and any other cop who turns on them. Yeah, two really excellent performances from two fine American character actors. Yeah, I enjoyed both of these guys greatly in these films. And I am planning on getting the Blue Underground 4K of uh, of a high crime eventually. Lee, and I am hoping Radiance Films gets the okay for this film. They have so many other of them on these films already. I do hope like they get like more of them. So yes, that'll do it for this video. Um, I may do a sequel to this at some point in the future because there are a bunch more roles I like. I just didn't want to go like super overboard in this like video. So yes, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, and please let I know in the comments what you thought of my choices. If you've seen any of these films, like what you like thought of them, what foreign language films have a favorite performance for you. Yeah, really. Like just like sharing the comments. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Take care.